Alright, so anybody who's watched any of my other day in the life videos, you would know that these videos typically start with that alarm sound. You know which alarm sound I'm talking about. If you have an iPhone, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This video is a little different because I don't use alarm clocks anymore. I rarely ever use alarm clocks unless I have some sort of deadline to adhere to, which just so happens to be very, very rare these days. Right now, my alarm clock is the sun. And what I mean by that is, once the sun gets to a certain point in the sky, it starts to heat up in this car. And once it starts to heat up in this car, I get up. Because I don't like sleeping in a hot car, personally. So, as you guys can see, this is the setup right here. I've already shown you guys a tour of my car and how I get it situated to go to sleep, into stealth camp. But this is just a quick little update. Moved a few things around. This is what it looks like in the morning. One thing that I want to mention is that I typically sleep in my gym clothes because the first thing that I like to do is I like to go to the gym because I sleep in the gym parking lots. So I go to the gym. But before I even do that, the first thing that I typically do is I grab my box right here, my Tej Hanley box. Shout out to Tej Hanley. You guys will be hearing about them later on in this video. But I will grab my Tej Hanley box, which contains baby wipes, courtesy of my mother, and contact lenses. And I basically wipe my hands down with the baby wipes, and then I put my contact lenses on in the car. Putting your contact lenses on in a car without a mirror, that is a skill right there. That is a definite skill. And once you've developed that skill, you have officially mastered this human life. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, you know that sleep was good when you wake up with a headache. But I digress. The next thing that I typically do after I put my contact lenses in is I will remove these curtains right here. So I'll take these curtains down and I will fold them. Okay, so that right there, being able to fold those curtains in the back of this car, that is another one of those elite life skills. Now, it's important that you guys understand that I have two different types of days. I have my workout days and I have my non-workout days. On my workout days, I obviously work out. On my non-workout days, I typically work on my books. I do more reading, things like that. Maybe work more on videos. But today is a workout day. So I'm gonna grab all my stuff right here. Got my water, my gym bag, my phone, all of that. Now I'm gonna go in the gym, I'm gonna get in my workout, I'm gonna stretch, do all of that stuff, and I'm gonna take you guys with me. Yes, even though I'm homeless, I still use Tej Hanley every single day. And that's why I'm thankful to have Tej Hanley as the sponsor of today's video.
You've heard me talk about them before, and you're going to keep hearing me talk about them because I know the positive impact their products will have on your life. Seriously, I still don't think some of you believe me when I tell you just how much implementing a quality skincare routine will improve your confidence in all aspects of your life. Tej Hanley makes taking care of your skin uncomplicated. They provide you with all of the products you need and none of the products that you don't need. I personally recommend that you start with their level 1 skincare system, which comes with all of the basics. A daily face wash, an exfoliating scrub, an AM moisturizer with SPF 20, and a PM moisturizer. Oh, and to make it dead simple for guys like us, they provide this instruction card in every box that tells you when to use each product, how much of each product to use, and in what order to use each product. It definitely comes in clutch. Skincare wasn't always something I took seriously, but now that I have, I wish I would have started sooner. But you don't just have to take my word for it, because they have over 5,000 5-star reviews from customers all around the globe. In addition to amazing skin, members of Tej Hanley get tons of benefits, including at least 20% off the retail price, access to exclusive monthly deals, the ability to pause or cancel your subscription at any time, and free US shipping.
And because Tej Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers, which is you guys, an amazing deal. Just click the first link in the description or the pinned comment of this video and get 30% off your first box and a free gift. Okay, seriously, that's an amazing deal. Click the link below and get started today. Now, back to the video. Alright, so once I finish in the gym, doing my workout, stretches, all of that, taking a shower, hygiene's very, very important. I basically come to the car, I take my gym bag, I put it in the back seat, and then I simply grab my work bag, my MacBook, all the things that I need to do my work, such as making a video like this one. And I grab my work bag, and then I head right back to the gym, and then I go to the hydro massage machine. Okay, that's my personal favorite. If you go to Planet Fitness, you already know what I'm talking about. I go to the hydro massage machine, and while I'm on the hydro massage machine, I use their free Wi-Fi to do my emails. Alright, so I just finished up my morning routine. All I really need to do now is meditate, which I will do right here in the car. I typically do that right after I finish my morning routine. And oftentimes what I'll do is I'll start my car and let the engine warm up while I meditate. We're out here multitasking, okay, being efficient. You love to see it. But beyond that, man, my days become very, very sporadic and random. I don't really have set plans more often than not. Oftentimes I just kind of determine what I want to do based on the weather, based on how I'm feeling that day. Some days I like to just hang out in the car. Some days I like to go out and about, get into nature. Some days I go and explore new areas, new parts of LA that I've never seen before. But whatever I decide to do today, you guys are going to see it. So something that I forgot to mention is breakfast. So I typically eat my breakfast right after I meditate, but I try not to eat my breakfast in the parking lot of the gym that I slept at, just because I don't like to spend any unnecessary extra time in that parking lot, because the more time you spend there, the more likely it is that they'll notice that you're there. Typically what I'll do is I'll just find a place to go and eat breakfast. This could be any random parking lot, grocery store, parking lot, whatever. Sometimes I'll just go for random drives. I mean, I am in a completely new city. I just moved here, what, a month ago? So there's a lot of LA that I still have yet to explore. I've seen a lot, but I haven't really been to a lot of places, if that makes sense. I've passed through different places, but haven't really taken the time to explore these places thoroughly. So just kind of dissecting LA piece by piece. But another thing that I want to mention is the shower situation. Showering has actually become one of the easiest parts of this lifestyle. And that's just a testament to my personal growth, I guess, because if you guys remember, the very first day that I began this lifestyle, that video, which is now blowing up as I'm filming this video, but in that video, I said that showering was going to be the most difficult part. I got used to that in about 3 or 4 days. Once I got a system down, I was good. And that's the thing about me and the way that my mind works is once I create a system for something, I'm good. So I'm a very adaptable person. There isn't really any overwhelming aspect of this lifestyle that presents unnecessary difficulty. The lifestyle itself is relatively easy if you know what you're doing. And if you guys can't tell, I know what I'm doing. I have an answer for just about everything. Any question that anyone's ever asked me, and believe me, I got a lot of questions, especially from my parents. They drilled me with questions. I always had an answer. What are you gonna eat? What I eat in a day video. Where are you gonna sleep? The gym. How are you gonna shower? The gym. Okay, the gym. The gym is the answer to a lot of questions. If anybody is living this lifestyle or is considering this lifestyle, whether it be car life, van life, wouldn't really recommend this with RV life, but car life or van life, any nomadic lifestyle, I would really suggest that you get that Planet Fitness membership, man. It's $25, $27 a month, give or take. One thing that you do need to take into account, however, is that some of the locations, or really technically speaking, all of the locations, only allow you to go up to 10 times before they start charging you per entry, even if you have the black card. But what I found is a lot of these locations, at least in my experience, they don't enforce that rule. They don't enforce that rule because it's stupid. Why would they enforce it, right? So I've checked my account. I don't see any extra fees, any extra charges coming out. So more often than not, they're not gonna care. They are not gonna care if you're there every single day, 3 times a day, doesn't matter to them. As long as you're not causing trouble, they're not going to enforce these rules. Some of them might, okay? And these are the same types of Planet Fitnesses which will set off the lunk alarm for you grunting or slamming weights. But a lot of the stereotypes that I heard about Planet Fitness turned out to be false. They never sound that lunk alarm. I have personally never heard them sound it. Don't even know what it sounds like. There's plenty of people in there that are absolutely jacked. Okay, I'm talking about bulky. And hold on real quick, let me get up off these train tracks before I get hit, bro. A lot of you guys, man, you don't want to go to Planet Fitness just because it doesn't have the free weights, and I understand that. I personally prefer to squat than do leg press, but ultimately, man, there are dudes in prison who don't even have weights who are getting it in more than you are. So you have to ask yourself, why is that? How is that possible? It's a mentality thing. It's all about what you prioritize in your day-to-day life. So if you want to be fit, I know in 2023, really every year around New Year's, a lot of you guys, you set the intention to get into good shape. But ultimately, man, you're not going to get into good shape no matter what type of tools you have at your disposal if you are not ready and willing to be resourceful. Meaning you have to make the most of what you have at your disposal. If you can't afford a gym membership, or if you're not old enough for a gym membership, you need to start doing push-ups on the floor. Can you do 500 push-ups a day? If you can't do 500 push-ups a day, I don't need to hear you complaining about the gym and the lack thereof. You need to make the most of what you have. I'm in a position right now where I'm learning that every single day, making the most of what I have. I don't have a lot, but everything that you see in this video, everything that you see in this car, everything that you see in my life, basically, has a purpose. And if you surround yourself with things that have a purpose in your life, you, over time, will find your purpose because you have less distractions. You start to live a more purposeful life. And that's something that I genuinely, wholeheartedly believe. All right, so I'm currently posted up eating my breakfast. I just got finished talking to my dad on the phone. But this is what I mean, man. I just like to find random little ducked off areas like this. The top level of a parking garage. A decent view, you can see the mountains and everything. And I just sit here, eat my breakfast, catch a vibe. Now this is the part of my day where typically I find a lot of free time. Which, believe me when I tell you, I enjoy having free time. I really, really enjoy it. But I've definitely struggled as of late with finding ways to fill that free time. And when I say to fill that free time, I don't just mean empty productivity. That's a problem that I used to have. I used to just do things for the sake of doing them. But now I'm at a point where I like to act with intention. And sometimes the best action you can take is inaction. Sometimes stillness is the most productive thing that you can do. Shout out to my girlfriend. She's the one that told me that. But sometimes stillness is the most productive thing that you can possibly do with your time. I'll be the first to admit that ever since I made this lifestyle transition, I have spent ungodly amounts of time watching YouTube. And it's bad. Okay, it's really, really bad. I got the YouTube app on my phone again because I have unlimited data on my phone, whereas with the computer, I'm limited to the hotspot data that I have. But on the phone, the shorts feed is right there and you can't remove it like you can on the computer. So I got stuck watching a bunch of shorts and it's addictive, man. It's really, really addictive. I've even been thinking about posting more shorts myself because YouTube has changed the monetization. I'm going on a tangent here, but basically, man, I'm saying all of this to say that I have a lot of free time on my hands and I really don't know what to do with it more often than not. I can work on my books. I can do all of that. I can film a video. Oftentimes I do. But even when I film a video, I'm at that point in my life where this YouTube stuff has gotten so easy that I can create a whole video. I'm talking about from the time I hit the record button on this camera to the time that the video is exported and ready to upload to YouTube. I can get all of that done in under an hour. Depending on the video, sometimes I don't even have to make cuts in my video. Or I might have a 10-minute video and I only have to make 2 or 3 edits to the whole entire thing. So honestly, I don't really know. I mean, I can make more videos. Obviously, that would, hypothetically anyways, make me more money. But I don't really like to do things for money either. I'm more so at a point where I'm just trying to figure out what I like to do with my free time without thinking about the outcome. And I feel like the answer is written on the wall. No pun intended, but I think it is spending more time writing or working on my books rather. I don't like to force myself to write. And I think if you're a creative, you understand what I'm talking about. To me personally, if I don't already have a concept in mind, I'm not even opening the Google document to start writing. Not even gonna open it. But I have enough content to create my 3rd poetry book. All I have to do is arrange it now and kind of fill in the narratives however I see fit. So out here in this parking garage, I don't really intend on spending the entirety of my day here. I think what I'm gonna do actually, I'm gonna go visit the house that was on my vision board. If you guys have been subscribed to me for more than the last month or two, if you guys have been subscribed to me since maybe last summer of 2022, you might remember the vision board that I had in the background of all of my videos. That house that was on my vision board is out here in LA. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and go visit that. I've already seen it, but I think I wanna see it again just because what else is there to do? So there are quite a few misconceptions about living in LA. One thing that people do get right is the traffic. The traffic is downright treacherous, especially on that damn 405. If you know, you know. That 405 is duplicitous. I know a lot of you guys have never actually driven through the hills out here in LA before. It's definitely an experience, man. We don't have anything like this in Dallas. Nothing like this at all. Nothing even remotely close. I will say this, man, the idea of living in the hills, it is kind of appealing, man, I'm not gonna lie. It's somewhat appealing, but this shit seems kind of inconvenient too, bro. And these roads are busted, boy. These roads are terrible. Just imagine having to deal with this every time you want to go to the grocery store. Right now, we are en route to the house that is on my vision board. I don't have the vision board with me. I left it with my parents. I don't know if they threw it away or if they kept it or not. Really doesn't matter because I have it in my mind. I have it imprinted in my subconscious. As a matter of fact, I even have it set in my GPS as home. When I tell my GPS to navigate home, it takes me to this house. Okay, I know I was just talking so much shit about living in the hills, but just imagine living up there, bro. Just imagine. Come on, bro. Look at these palm trees, man. So you can't get anything like this in Texas, bro. I've never seen it anyways. There may be something like this out there, but I've personally never seen it. But just imagine, man. Imagine just seeing this every day. Oh, wait. I do. We're gonna take a left right here. So the house is kind of up this hill. And some of you may know where this is. I really don't care if you know where this is because once I get this house, there's a gate. So it's not like you can get in anyways, but the house is up this hill. You won't really be able to see it from the front, but just know this is a $25 million house. $25 million new construction. Man, I should be a realtor at this point. But $25 million new construction. It's a gorgeous house, man. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous house. You see all these homes have gates. This steep ass hill right here, bro. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to living in the hills. This shit seems kind of inconvenient, but I think I could get used to it for a house like this. And that is the house right there. Okay, that is the house in question. At least that's part of it right there. I don't want to pull into the driveway because I don't want to get arrested or anything, but you can see somewhat of the vibe. Go ahead and lower the window and show you guys like that. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at this view, man. Look at the view right here. And you guys saw where the house was. It's on the other side of these bushes. So imagine what the view is like from the house. Just imagine. Think about that.
You are my lady. You're all I'm living for. Let me show you now that I'm for real.
Alright, so it is about 7:39 p.m. and I just finished eating dinner. I watched some YouTube videos. I was watching some old episodes of the Boondocks on YouTube. If you know, you know. Okay, the Boondocks is one of the greatest shows ever invented. But anyways, man, I'm about to go ahead and do some reading. I have my Kindle right here. I'm currently reading 2 different books simultaneously, one of which is How to Be a Winner by Bryce Wilson. Shout out to him. And I'm also reading The Last Law of Attraction book that you'll ever need to read by Andrew Capp. This is the 3rd time that I'm reading this book. And actually, the first time I ever read this book, I was in LA. I was out here in LA in 2020. I had just started reading the book, and a couple months after that, that's when things began to accelerate. Every time I've read that book, good things started to happen in my life. And I think it's because of the methods in the book, one of which is scripting, which I am also doing with this journal right here from Mastering the Man. Shout out to Mastering the Man. It's a lot of shout outs in this video, bro. It's a lot of shout outs, man. A lot of people showing me love. A lot of people have some good stuff, man. They just have some good products, good content, good services, all of that. Nevertheless, I'm going to go ahead and do some scripting as I read through The Last Law of Attraction book you'll ever need to read. And after that, man, it's really just a matter of going to the gym and doing my nighttime hygiene routine, brushing my teeth, flossing, washing my face again with the Tej Hanley. Okay, shout out to Tej Hanley once again.